The Foundation's special interest group associated with Altasa are introducing a new way for ECP practitioners to connect and engage in some authentic discussions about their teaching and learning practice. So what are practice sharing circles? Essentially, the practice sharing circles are an attempt to ensure that within the formal conference and seminar environments, we can create a setting that aims to be a less formal space that encourages deep and authentic conversations between academic practitioners about their academic practice. So, how do sharing circles work? Practice sharing circles are organized to organically and intuitively encourage participation and dialogue. All participants sit around a table together. A presenter then shares a short practice of their own using either notes or a laptop. This serves as a catalyst for conversation among the circle members. Other participants then add to the conversation by asking questions, sharing their own practices and context, and so on. So what are the benefits of sharing circles? Sharing circles are informal in nature, they're also dialogical, so they encourage both dialogue and listening. The presenter and the participants are seen as equals sitting around a table. It's almost like colleagues having a discussion. We recently piloted the practice sharing circles at an ECP Symposium in August. Let's hear what the participants had to say about their experience of these circles.
It was a different feel. It was definitely more relaxed. It definitely focused on a more practical way of sharing ideas and listening to other colleagues and listening to how they particularly could make use of the concepts that we are sharing practically, and also how we could learn to improve.
Well, I think it was great, especially because it was from different institutions and getting ideas from other colleagues with regards to the ways they teach, and there's a lot of things I can take back to my department and we can implement.
I appreciated the fact that it was more informal.
Yes.
And that it was dialogue driven.
Okay.
And that people were speaking across one another, but it was good for networking, for skill sharing, and just for gaining knowledge.
I found the sharing circles it's such a great idea.
Okay.
It's really creative because you get to hear what people are doing, people's different approaches, and there's not enough of that going on.
It's an interesting because the colleagues from different universities come together sharing what they do in their different units with respect to supporting students at various levels, and it's interesting to hear what others are doing and how we can also contribute to what they're doing also.
Okay, I love the sharing circles. It's a lot less intimidating, I think, for participants and presenters than the formal presentation setting. And what was really nice, what was really lovely for me was when we shared our practices, the attendees seemed like they felt very free and welcome to share their own practices and maybe some nice initiatives that they've started.
I think I'd like to present at one as well. Thank you.
We're moving very fast and quickly, Lynn, away from presenter up there and the crowd down here, whereas actually this session I think is a lot more effective because as the presenters of the papers and the authors of the papers, we got a lot more information from the participants that we will be able to use to improve our paper and our understanding of the paper.